Hello. Hello, guys. Yahoo. Hello. How are you? How's everyone? Hello, someone. Ooh, hello, Man of War. Hello, Eric. Yahoo. I'm like, I hung out I worked and then I went out today to like a local con for VTubers. It's called 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 It's called 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 and it was fun. There was like Yumemi was performing, and she was also hosted like a family feud, like a game show thing. So it was very fun. Yes, it's going to be my birthday anniversary in like an hour. Thank you so much. Hello, Bihan, your early ticket. I see. Wow, it's 4:54 right now. For Men of War, right? 야바이네. Tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow is Monday. Yeah, I'm like going to do like short stream and then we'll count down to my birthday and then that'll be it, okay? Yes, almost there. I'm like, we're going to continue like answering questions, I guess. Today is Monday. It's true. Don't summon Monday, that's forbidden. Okay, sip. Tomorrow is just Sunday day 2. Okay, let's continue our little 100 questions. Well, I mean, we'll answer them. There'll be more. If people miss this stream, it's gonna be fine too. I also haven't posted up the schedule as well, but it's okay. Whatever. Okay, let's type 100 questions. But yeah, I'm a little bit sleepy today. I think it's this one. 100 questions to ask to get to know someone. So, how's everyone's weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? I had fried chicken and I'm so full until now. It was pretty good fried chicken, but it's also not worth the price. I think it's a little bit too expensive for me. But so I don't think I'll go out there ever again. Okay. So apparently, other than the 100 questions, they also talk about what you shouldn't do when asking questions. I think that's interesting. I guess maybe one thing you shouldn't do is like to push too hard, I guess, because like some people just needs the time, but of course, like, you know, you can also determine that, you know, like maybe they're not for you, you know, if they take a lot of time to answer something that you consider very simple. Okay, let's see. Wow, I forgot some of the answers already. What's something you've always wanted to try but haven't had the chance yet? I mean, oh, it's the questions that spark friendly debate. Okay, here. Let's see. Let me fix it. Okay. We have a tier. Where did it go though? Okay. to Huh, I don't know why it's not showing up. It's okay, I'm going to trash it and we're just gonna make it again. Okay, let's go. Friendly debate is my life. Are you sure it's friendly? Are you sure it's friendly? Okay, today was quite fun. Yes, it was fun. Otsukare for running the con. Yes, I'm very glad that my auto shoutout is running fine. Okay, let's see. Browser? Is it browser? Oh no, I think it's Windows capture. And then we can have like a Google one. Google. Hi! Okay, here we go. Okay, here. Okay. And then like okay. Hi. And then like this. No problem. Ooh, okay. Let's show 3. Is it ever okay to lie? This is funny. Okay, I like these type of questions a lot. Like very hypothetical, but also controversial. You know? Okay. You guys see it, right? Is it big enough or should I like make it smaller? It's okay, I think this one is fine. Let me know if you guys can't see it, okay? Okay. I was trying to read the comments. Okay, I can read it here. Yaku! Awa awa! Hello Yaku! Welcome. You know, boys have a very wide range of being friendly. I see what you mean. We can casually insult each other with slurs to help and be best friends. That's very fair. Okay. Okay, what is your favorite? Ooh, yes! Yes, the auto shoutout is working very well. I'm glad. What is your favorite urban legend that you believe is true? Urban legend. What is a Canada urban legend? I don't know. What's What's the urban? I think I really like Nessie, like the Nessie like leg like dinosaur thingy, but it's like already proven that it's not true. So I don't know, like what urban legend that you believe is true. I don't know, like I have a favorite one. I really like Nessie one, but I also know that it's not true, but maybe it's true. I do, maybe I believe that, like, I don't know if it's an urban legend, but like, you know, in the deep sea there's like huge ass animals that we have never seen before. Maybe there's that. Yaku was playing Goose Goose Duck. But I don't know if it's urban enough. But yeah, that's the urban legend, I guess. What was the best decade for music? I like the 80s and 90s, I think. The decade wise, I guess it's like maybe, I don't know. I like 2000s musics as well, but maybe 2000s maybe, or 90s or 80s, I don't know. But 80s is also nice, like the Showa vibes is also nice. I like Showa. vibes music, except like Showa is a very long period, so I'm referring to the 80s to 90s, I guess. Like the Yakuza 0 decade. OMG, too based. Like the music wise or the Nessie? Okay, is it ever okay to lie? I think, like, if according to the question, it's just asking if it's okay or not, right? I think there's like times that it would be okay, like just okay, not like virtuous, not like you should, like 100%, not that is the best way, but I think it's okay. Like, you know, sometimes like it's just speaking the truth just doesn't help anyone, right? Just you know, let people believe what they want, and just don't tell them the truth, or like even lie about it. I think it's okay. 80s to 90s is perfecto. It is. Who's the most overrated celebrity? Overrated celebrity. I think, I don't know, like, what's an overrated celebrity? I feel like it's hard work to be celebrity. Like, so, what is the one guy that is, I don't know, overrated celebrity? Like, I'm thinking like of like VTubers too, but like, but I don't know, like I feel like people have like generally, you know, in general, like celebrities I feel like have more haters than fans sometimes, or the haters are louder, so a lot of them are usually fairly rated or like underrated, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to be overrated. Is there one? Like, maybe some of the like celebrities that is like super asshole, you know? Something like that. I don't know. I don't watch enough celebrities, you know? It's okay. What's the worst seat on a plane? In the back! Anywhere close to the back is a bad seat. I don't like sitting in the back. I guess the worst would be in the last row, and you can't even lower the back of your seat because your back is really like to the end, and it's straight, and then like I get like plane sickness very easily, so like I feel it more at the end of the plane. That's the worst. What's the most annoying thing people do in public? Most annoying thing people do in public. Something that people do in public. I don't like it when people like cut their nails in public, but also that's not something that people do in public, you know what I mean? So it doesn't count. It's something that is not meant to do in public, I guess. I've seen people done it though, like a few times. Fronts or back, ships or planes, I think they feel too extreme. Fronts, I think is fine for planes, but back, front of the ships, I don't know. But apparently, if a plane starts to like explode or something, usually the end, they are the last to pass away, so they survive the most in the very back. but I saw memes of the rapper Kanye West. Ah, Kanye West. Yeah, I guess I don't listen to enough like Western music to kind of know. But yeah. But yeah, I guess Kanye West, or like I don't know, like, but nowadays if you talk shit about like you know, celebrities, you have the you know, you might be like you might be there might be like a bounty on your head, you know. Hello Renkun, Yaho, how are you doing? Super Biaren. Oh, let me shout out. How are you? Let me see what you play. Ah, tactics, team fight tactics. I see. I haven't been on a plane since I was like a kid, so I was fine with any window seat. Ah, window seat is good. I prefer window seat than aisle seat because most of the time I can just not pee or pee once, so I'm okay. Thank you so much for the hat pad. I've seen a dude peeing casually next to the bus stop while cycling. While cycling? How do you cycle and pee at the same time? Wouldn't like do you hold it or like how? How do you pee while cycling? I mean, technically that's not something that people should do in the public, but I guess you can. You physically can. Thank you for the head pat redeem. Let me see. I also don't like when people are very loud and obnoxious in public, but it's not that common. You know? It's not that common. Oh, I didn't show the question. You was like, oh, okay. I was like, wow, how do you cycle and pee at the same time? Okay. Yeah, there are people that pee like maybe they are very like it's very urgent and they like don't want to miss the bus or whatever, but I think it's still very gross. It's still very gross. Okay. Are you a dog person or a cat person and why? I like dogs more, but also like cats. But I think I like something that is big that I can hug. But I guess like if it's big cats, I also like big cats. So I really love bigger animals. Even dogs, I like bigger dogs because they can handle my cuteness aggression better. The image in my head is not great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the image. Thank you for dropping by, Mini Me. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Have a good night. Okay, I've never seen Friends, so we can skip. I don't know, like how do you assume everyone have seen Friends? I don't know, like I've never seen Friends. Has anyone of you seen Friends? If you could live in any fictional universe, which would you choose and why? Fictional universe. Birthday. Hello, Sigma. Yahoo. Birthday. Yes, very soon. In 45 minutes. I prefer humans. That's very fair. That's fair. Humans, you know, there's a less chance that they will, well, never mind. I was going to say there's a less chance that they will pee anywhere, but you know, judging by your story, like there are some humans that pee next to a bus stop. Unfortunately, I've seen Friends. Oh, you're playing My Time at Sandrock. There was like it was like a trope in Yakuza Pirates, the game that I'm playing. So some Yakuza are like apparently gathering at like a island to clear out the waste that other countries have illegally dumped there. It reminds me of my time at Sandrock. Bihang haven't seen Friends. Eric have seen Friends. Okay. Not a big fan of sitcoms. I didn't see a single episode of Friends, but I watched 1,000 episodes of One Piece. That counts? I guess so. I guess, like, you know, for like a weeb or like a otaku version of this question would be I don't know, like, did Ace actually, you know, die or something? I don't know what I want to live in Tsubasa Chronicle universe, but then at the same time, like, because there's a lot of different universes that you can travel to, but at the same time you can run into a very shitty one, so I don't know. But there's like a in Tsubasa Chronicle, which is a manga by Clamp. It's nice, but then the ending is kind of whack, but you know, it's Clamp. There's this country called Piffle, I think, and basically it's like an RPG, and it's like a very immersive gaming of RPG where you actually do things in the RPG world, but then when you wake up it's actually like a theme park, you know. I think that place looks very fun. I don't know if I want to live there. I don't know if I want to live there. You're not a weep though. Okay, just I guess anime fan. What else? What else? What's a good fictional universe that I can enjoy myself? I guess that's it. I guess that's my answer. I wanna live in an RPG. Like I wanna live in like a interesting world that has like an immersive RPG game. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be, and what would you want to discuss? Oki senpai, thank you for the hat bat. Arigato. It became okay, it went back. Okay. Thank you for the headband. Yahoo! Oh, whoa. Historical figure. Well, if I speak their language, I guess I kind of want to. I mean, any historical figure would be fun because I really always want to know if what we read in historical books are actually true. You know, I want to know if it's always real. So that's one, as any historical figure. But I also want to I want to ask, like, maybe, you know, like Albert Einstein maybe, or like maybe Mikhail Gorbachev. Maybe I want to ask them about, like, you know, what they think. How do they approach to the war, you know? Like, of today's world. You know, what do they think about it? Maybe, like, you know, like Reagan, you know? But I also want to know, like, I want to have like a public, like, historical figure from, like, you know, Palestine maybe, and or like, you know, that area, like, you know, the Nazara, is that where they like the place where Jesus was born, you know, like I want to see, like, you know, how they feel about, like, wars on those pieces of lands, and if they think, you know, because the there's like a lot of history behind those wars, and I wonder at which point did it like cross the point of no return, Big question, hard thinking. The good guys always wins. That's how history is written. Yeah, exactly. That's why I want to see, like, I want to see what do the losers say. What do the losers, how do they see their wars, But the first, I think growing up, all the museums I've been to are like, the Allied powers, in the Second World War. But I guess I never thought of, like, when I was in Italy, I never thought of going to like a war museum. But I went to Osaka, Japan, and I actually went to like a war museum because it's included in the amazing day pass that I recommend everyone. If you're going to Osaka, you have to buy it because it's really worth it. I went there and it's the first time I've ever seen the impact of like great wars on the Axis powers, So there's that. It's interesting. Yeah, Gorbachev. I feel like I wonder, what his opinion is, what does he think happened, That's kind of tough. Van Gogh, Nikola Tesla, or maybe Chester Bennington. What did Chester Bennington do? I've been in the Hitler's bunker in Berlin 3-4 years ago. Oh, that's cool. I wonder, I've never been to Germany. So maybe if I go to Germany, I'll see a war museum. But I do feel like Germany, they are very, their whole country are very like advocates of, like anti-war or like being like apologetic for what happened in the Second World War. So maybe like it would be more aligned with like what the rest of the history books portray. But yeah, any history actually, because I want to know, like, did it really happen? Is that how you guys think? Why like, is if there's any difference. Questions about family and community. Okay, so I think questions about family and community is very important to ask a partner or ask yourself, I think, because this is like, it really shows. I believe that like humans' personality, there's like a core, maybe 5% that is like you were born with, but the other 95% is caused by your environment. Maybe it's like how your 5% react to the environment, but your environment really plays a big part in your personality. So ex-vocalist of Linkin Park. I see. In Auschwitz as well last summer. Oh, I see. Despite not, I've only seen pictures of it. Despite not being as huge, it's one of the singers I looked up to that most. I see. Oh, okay. That's an interesting take. Would you ask him any questions? If I were to choose, I'll meet Jesus. That's a good one. I think Jesus would be interested in seeing like what's happening today, and like how, if people have like misinterpret his words, or like, I feel like sometimes even the Buddhist words, like the first couple hundred years maybe, like they are like basically is passed down by memorization. So like a memory is such a fickle thing that you know, like if you don't write it down, even if you write it down, it could be like there's a little bit like mistake here and there, or like your own interpretation, right? So I wonder, like, you know, how it's passed down, and if like anything was like misunderstood, you know. We wrestle with gods. You're gonna wrestle Jesus. Okay. So, for some, questions about family can be emotionally charged or otherwise heavy, but gently unpacking the ties that bind someone's family, friendship, and other community relationships can be both revealing and lively. For instance, you may ask, so these are questions that you should ask yourself and like a future partner, okay? I guess I'll buy the book sometime. I recently received the copy of the book. I ordered it because it's sold out in like local bookstores. So I have to order it from Amazon, and it just arrived. It's going to be my read for my birthday. Oh, we wrestle with God? Oh, I thought you meant in Buddha's words. It's from Jordan B. Peterson. I see. I wonder what he thinks. I wonder if he wants to like meet Jesus and wrestle him. Who is the most important person in your life and why? Who is the most... I think I don't have a most important person in my life, because I think for me, like the people who are important, like it's just like everyone. I don't think I have one person. I guess it's like a group of people, and sometimes it fluctuates, you know, like it changes and stuff. But I wonder if it's an easy question for some other people. Like, is it easy for other people to know who is the most important person in your life? You know, like are you gonna choose between your parents or like your children? You know, how do you choose? Or like, is it yourself? You know, do you have a mentor? I don't have a mentor. But I do learn a lot and grow a lot through my friends. So because I was a very free-ranged kid, so I don't really grow up being taught by anything by my parents. So a lot of social things is taught by my friends. We would talk about a lot of stuff related to depression. I see. Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. Most important person, let me think about it. The one who calls me a failure for my whole life. Why is that person the most important? Why would they be the most important? But yeah, so there was a group of friends that I have when I was teenage years, late teenage years, I guess, and I just really learn about the type of person I want to be. I didn't realize that it's the type of person I want to be, but it's just these are the people that I look up to. I like hanging with them. I wish I'm more like them. But then my mindset back then was but they are this awesome person, so I'll just hold my position as the second in command. I am not I don't have to be that good. I'm just in my place kind of thing. But now I know that they're my inspiration. I want to be like them. And then yeah, there are more friends that I'm like, oh okay, like I see and pick and choose like things I want to learn from friends. So those are my mentor. Okay. Do you have have you ever broken up with a friend and why? I have broken up with like 3 friends, I think. No, actually, it's more than that. Like 4 friends. But you know what? The more I think about it, like sometimes, like it's them who stopped talking to me, and but I think it's just, you know, like we grow at different pace, and sometimes you just grow off it, the relationship, I guess. So there's quite a number of them. And because, well, I mean, some of them is like my problems too, like back then. But at the same time, you know, like if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, you know. So I guess like my personality like changes and grows a lot. So, and because, well, most of the breaking up with friends actually happened after I started being people pleasing. So because I people please, the people that I attract are like either other people pleasers or like, you know, they are like very like dependent on me, like reading them all the time, and I really couldn't do it. So I think like things like that. And like I think the worst friend, like, you know, that I lost, that I was like very sad about, was like she believed in another bad person. She believed in a bad person, but she thought I was the bad person. So I think that was like the most hurtful breakup with a friend. But then I realized that, you know, like she have known me for so long, like 5 years, but she still would rather choose to believe someone else than me. So I guess it's not like a big loss, you know. That one is extreme for you? Like, what do you mean by extreme? Is it like an extreme breakup? Or like, is an extreme number of friends that you break up? But yeah, like, I don't know, like, I thought it's pretty natural. Well, I guess not break up, because like normal relationships just comes and goes. But for me, it's a little bit more than that. Maybe because my personality is a little bit like outrageous, maybe. Life is long, people come and go. Yeah, exactly. But I guess like break up is more like there was a conflict and then you decide to cut the ties, you know, that, you know, you decide you don't want to see them again, kind of. But yeah, I think there are quite a number of people, you know. But if I do it on purpose, like that I intentionally break off with a friend, it's like maybe 2. I think that's when I started being less of a people pleaser. Oh, actually, yeah, 2, I guess. Because a lot of them, like some other ones are mutual, you know, so that they're not like clinging on, you know, or like, you know, there's like, we just have like a conflict, and you know. What kind of bad person? It's a very long story, but basically, in short, so there was one, like I think 1 year, I like my family home rented out like a room for this girl that I like is acquaintance of mine, but we are both from like the same like country originally, and she moved to Canada, and she didn't like applied for, she forgot to apply for university dormitory, so she was like looking for places to stay. And then I was like, oh, why don't you stay with us, because we have like a room that we like rent out to like students anyways. And then she was just a very, very bad renter. Like, she wouldn't pay her rent, you know, she wouldn't like divide the garbage, you know, and she would be using the kitchen 24/7, etc., etc. So I didn't really complain about her, because I don't believe in talking shit behind people's back. But then I have one kind of like best friend. She was my best friend, and I was like, you know, I feel like maybe you should like stay away from this girl. Even though, like, okay, so that renter also told me that she doesn't like Canada. And I felt like, oh, maybe you don't like Canada because you don't have like a lot of close friends here, right? Because like she told me that, you know, like, I don't have anyone here, blah blah blah. So I introduced my own best friend to her, because I want her to enjoy life here, right? And that's where hell broke loose, you know. And then and then eventually I found out that, you know, she's kind of like bad person. Like, she wouldn't, like, she's a little bit psychopathic, you know, like she would lie about things. She really doesn't like to admit that she did something wrong, even though it's something small, like accidentally eating somebody's food in the fridge, or like putting the wrong garbage in the wrong garbage can, you know. Like, I would confront her about it, and she'll be like, no, I didn't do that, you know. But there was like clear evidence, you know, and she'll try to like find ways to get back at me, you know. And then I told my like best friend that I was like, oh, you know, I think like this girl is a little bit of bad news, and like, you know, like, but then back then I was not that good at like being soft. I was very strong person, like very tough, like very like I don't know how to say it. I'm very like aggro looking appearing person. I don't know. So she just, maybe because of that, she thought I was very she thought I was the mean one, that I was treating that girl mean. And something that I didn't know was that that girl had been talking shit about me the whole time, but she was like making up stuff, of course, because I treated her so well, you know, like my whole family treated her really well. But then the best friend, because I think I appeared very like tough, or like very no bullshit type of personality, so that's why she didn't believe in me. Yeah, straightforward. Yeah, I guess I was straightforward. And then I was not a very emotional person, because I was still very emotionally constipated, which I don't recommend anyone to be. You know, like, you would think, oh, you are so like emotionless, you know. It's good to be not emotional and stuff, but it's actually very bad, especially in this situation. People just assume that I was being an asshole. So now I'm just like acting like soft and friendly, and I think so people would know that I'm a nice person. And when things like this happen, people tend to believe in me more, you know, when I'm like vulnerable, you know. But yeah, so basically that's the long story short. A friend of mine couldn't treat himself and then turned into criminal. Couldn't treat himself? In what ways? Like medically, or like buy yourself like a present or something. But yeah, hello Monkey. Yeah, but I'm just, but yeah, so yeah, so I think like for me, being emotional, like being non-emotional and being like bracket tough is doing me zero benefit. So I'm like opening more and more, and this is like kind of like the latest version of me. that you guys see. So yeah, but it might be hard for you guys to imagine because I'm like so soft now. Mm. But I used to be like very like a trooper, you know? Like I just move, you know? I'm very blunt and I think it's part of culture. Yeah, I think it's a part of culture. Like everyone where I came from are like that. And so it was fine. Like I was fine functioning like that. But I think after I moved to Canada, like it became a problem. And also now that I got rubbed off, like Canada stuff, like habits rubbed off me, you know, when I went back to my home country, I can also see the difference. And I'm like, you know, that's the cultural difference. Therapy-ish. I see, I see. That sucks. I feel like a lot of people go through a lot of tough things and still they don't become a criminal. So I think ultimately becoming a criminal is a personal choice. I believe that if you tell me what you think is honesty. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I also like it when people like speak their mind, so it's easier for me to navigate what to do things. But some people don't believe in that, especially people who are people pleasers. So that girl, my ex-best friend, was like a very typical people pleaser. She's very like bracket, she cares about people's feelings, but then is actually not caring. Instead, it was her making assumptions about people's intentions and overthinking them to protect herself from her own fear of abandonment, for her own fear of threat. I mean, I don't blame her. Maybe that's the environment that she grew up in, but like it doesn't work with me, you know? Like I think if someone truly cares about you, they would actually ask what you're thinking instead of assume and project, you know? So yeah. Oh, Inochi, our VTuber, thank you for the tip. Thank you. But yeah, I was like actually earlier when I was driving Yumemi home, I was talking to Yumemi about how like people become people pleasing, and I guess like some people they just never have learned the proper way to deal with conflicts properly, you know? So, and then, you know, they listen to the authority because they don't really have any questions to like have any like reason to like question the authority, especially because, you know, like Canada government, at worst or at best, they're actually not that far from each other. Like Canada is a very mild country, so you know the government is mild, the teacher is mild, you know, like growing up the parents are mild, so you don't really have a lot to fight for yourself. Like Canada got independence not from fighting for Canada, you know, they got granted independence. So I think that's why a lot of people are passive aggressive, not passive aggressive, but they're people pleasing. So they're people pleasing and they get frustrated, but so they're bad at voicing their needs. So they get frustrated when other people don't know about their needs, and then they became passive aggressive. It's like passive aggressive are like usually people pleasing tendencies, like different sides of the same coin. This is a very good theory of ethics made by Reagan's former advisor Vladimir Lev. I think there's a clear line between caring about people and caring about how you want to be seen by people, and the way you say seems that this person was the second. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, in her head, like And I truly believe that she wants to be a kind person, but in her head, like, you know, like she just is very lost. And I guess she kind of like mixed the two. Like she cares about how she was seen, how her image is like, and then she also projects, you know, her own fear of me. Maybe because like, but yeah, I shouldn't feel apologetic for being like blunt. And but I guess back then I also was bad at setting boundaries, so I'm still bad at it now, but I'm like better. mm. But that's the that's basically. But yeah, I'm still like people pleaser. I have like I do have my own layer of people pleasing, so that's why like I can make those observations, you know, like, you know, you care about, like, you know, like other people so much to the point that it makes other people feel like they're on eggshells, you know, because they never know what you think, you know, but you still have your own emotions that you can't express well, you know, so there's that. Okay, what's the next question? How many close friends is ideal? I think there's like a study and it says like 5, so I'll just say 5. Do I have 5 close friends? I guess I do, but I don't have like very close friends that I can distinguish from my good friends, you know, so I don't have like a 5 close friends. I have like a lot of good friends that have been with me for a long time, but I don't know if I have someone close, you know. So while working corporate with the big people, I learned learned a lot about people, and both individualists are bad and so are people pleasers. So both individualists are bad and people pleasers are bad. Okay, yes, I agree. Like, it takes a balance. Basically, balance is the best state. You kind of need both. You need to be able to set boundaries, but also be able to genuinely care about people. Hello. My mom's birthday is tomorrow. That's like my birthday. You don't have a gift. What do? It's fine. Like, I think the thought counts. You know, you can make something like handmade for them, you know. I'm a mango. Welcome, mango. You're a mango. Yes, so I guess, yeah, but I really hope that I have like really close friends. But I guess for me, it takes time to get close to people. Do you believe in soulmates? I don't know what soulmates really means, but I guess if it's like someone that is designated, like fated, I don't know. I think there is, but just not everyone has that, you know? Maybe not in this life. What's your favorite family tradition? Family tradition. I also don't have like family tradition that I know, that I understand, that are traditions, you know? Like, I don't know what's tradition. I don't know, like, nobody ever distinctly tell me there's a tradition. I do see things that, like, you know, my family does that is like different from other families, you know, or like everyone has their house rules, right? But I don't know if I have any family tradition. And maybe it's time to start one. But also, then I'll have to have kids, you know? Like, I don't think I want kids. See, I would say I have many good friends, but not best friend. The only one I had was from high school, but since we kind of go our life to our own ways after university, and him going back to China. I see, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I have one best friend that I can think of. But also, like, I think I really appreciate her, but I also, knowing her, there are parts of myself that it would take her a long time to accept, you know? Like, or it would take, maybe those are parts that she'll never understand. Individualists are the people pleasers often. Oh, that's the words of wisdom, you know? I think it's true, because there are people I see, they get very angry at other people doing things differently from them. But then they are very frustrated by how, but then they're also very limited by their own like way of thinking, you know, how they're like, oh, I shouldn't like impose this on other people, or I shouldn't confront or point it out to other people because that's rude. So they can't point it out, so they became passive aggressive, you know. But they actually have very strong set of values that they want it their way, and that's why it makes their life so hard, you know, because they want to please people, but the reason why they think they're pleasing people is exactly because they can't accept other people having their own ways. So, okay. Do you wish you had more siblings? Maybe. I think maybe I want like another sister. I want a sister. I only have a brother, so I want a sister, older or younger. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so you know, there will be someone that shares like girly stuff with me, you know, instead of like brother. I don't talk to my brother much. We have nothing in common, you know. How do you show your family you love them? I just do things for them, I guess. That's it. Or like I do things with them. So I'm an act of service person. And I listen to them, listen to their problems, and help them solve their problems. So that's how. We're not like big huggers or like, you know, verbal expressors of love. You know, not like words of affirmations, nothing like that. Thank you for the drink, Moogie. Thank you. Okay. Do you ever wish you were raised differently? Yeah, of course. I think I wish like it's very hard to know how you wish you were raised differently. I feel like, because you have to like really see somebody else's parents and really know them well to know that, oh, I prefer that. But I've actually seen like a very ideal family environment that I want to grow up in, and I think that's the type of family I wish I was raised in, you know, like people like parents who actually, you know, talk about, you know, their day or ask you about your day and like do things with you, and like, you know, they can actually cook properly, you know, and they'll make food, and then they're welcoming to your friends and make food for your friends. I guess like it's a lot of, yeah, it's a whole different family. And as I mentioned, like I was a very emotionally constipated person, so I wish I was not like that. I wish I'm not like this, you know. I have a brother, but he is 45 and lives in another country with his family. We don't contact almost. That's understandable. Would you rather go back in time to meet your ancestors or travel in the future to meet your descendants? I don't know if I'll have descendants, but I also am not interested to meet my ancestors. I guess I don't mind meeting them. You know, I'm kind of curious about what people are like in the past, but I'm so curious about how people are like in the future. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There was no rather. I can do both. I don't mind, but at the same time, I don't care about it enough. What can always bring your family together? Peaceful times? I don't know. Like, I think like my family is just very individual, like independent type of people. So like I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a very nasty relative that like hates all of us. Maybe that will bring us together. Okay, next. How did your parents and grandparents meet? I have no idea. Okay. How do you deal with arguments? Hello, Lori, Nectaria, Yahoo! Thank you so much. I'm like, it's my birthday in 4 minutes. Thank you so much. I don't think there's much about my ancestors to absorb, so I would like to meet my past incarnation and discover if there's something I can inherit. Yeah, that's true. That's an interesting idea, like seeing like my past incarnation or my future incarnation. You know, like what did the karma I create bring them? How do you deal with arguments between family members or friends? I guess it depends. If it's like just a fair argument, you know, like people just have their opinion, I'll just let them talk it out, or like I'll like point out one thing that I do is I point out facts that both of them can agree on, you know, like one very special like specific example that I can come up with is when both person like hates on someone but they don't know how to deal with them because they have different approach. So you know, one side is like the very type of like for example, okay, one type is like very traditionalist, like Asian previous generation parent, and that one is like a very westernized, like very like Gen Z, you know, type of person. And then they're having arguments about this bad person. And then one thing that I'll point out usually is like if they both hate a person but then they don't know how to deal with it, like one thing I'll point out is like, oh, that person you hate, they're probably struggling with some type of like mental problems, you know. And I think like the very like very liberal, very like benevolent like person would be like, I guess so, you know, it makes sense, like, you know, they're struggling with their own mental illness and stuff, and like I guess like it's okay, I think that's true, you know. And then the very like previous generation Asian type person would be like, yeah, as I said, they are crazy, there's something wrong with them. And I think that's something that both sides can agree on. You know, it's just the fact that okay, that person, there's something mentally, you know, like disturbed, and both can agree, you know, and that's, I think that's how I would be like, just pointing out things like that. Theory says that common enemy unites people from within. Exactly, exactly. Ah, thank you so much, Lori. Okay, let me. Thank you so much. I actually made my own motto. Yeah. The only question is, how far back do you consider your ancestors? I guess Adam and Eve. That would be interesting to meet them. Honestly, I had to deal with one today. We can't talk about future stuff through social media when everyone is tired, so I had to put a timeout on the topic. Ah, I see. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Hello, Steph. Hello, Steph. How are you? It's almost my birthday. Oh, yes, it's my birthday actually. Yay, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Do you have a Discord group? Yes, I do have a Discord group. This is for my streaming stuff, but if you have any questions about rigging and stuff, you can also let me know. It's called House of Taiga. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you. You're right on time. Yes. Welcome, welcome. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to myself. Happy birthday to me. Yes. Yes, I drew it and I cut it apart and then I rig it. But this is like something that I did like a few years back, so I'm thinking of doing an update. I'm so young. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still very young. It's time to bring the special happy birthday video. Oh yes, please bring it. Hi, thank you, Yaku. Thank you, Sunwon. Hi. Oh, hello, Inochi. Hoots evening. Hoots to meet you. Hello. Thank you for commenting on my YouTube channel, by the way. So, if you guys haven't noticed, I also stream on YouTube. But not a lot of people is on it, but it's fine. Also made a little something something. Wow. Thank you. Yes, so, okay, so let's pause on a question. I think coming year, so last year, let's reflect last year. I think, basically, I think I've learned a lot for the past year. I think like my growth from 2023 to now is like exponential, like in terms of personal growth, you know? Taiga, I saw you giving DMs. Thank you so much. I'll check them. I'll check them after stream. So I think I got closer with like TPP friends, and I think I'm better at standing up for myself, and setting boundaries for the past year. So like I think last year was all about growth and like healing, and yeah, I guess that's it. Like being myself, being cute, you know, being like someone that I want to become. And I guess for this year, this year I want to, I guess I want to take it slow. I want to heal more, and I want to become even cuter. Okay, I want to be like adorable. I want to be like you know, like I want to be, you know, the presidential Taiga that like people can, you know, can inspire people, you know. Hi. And I want to know better about myself. This is the goal, and hopefully I can like, you know, make streaming like my stable job as well. Send on Discord to make it easy. Thank you so much for the special birthday video, Aki-senpai, all the time. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I guess that's it. But I guess it takes me more time to think about. Let's see what I did last year. Let me read my diary. I actually have like tracks on my diary from last year. Let's see. Okay, let's see what I did. I guess I don't know if I did anything. Oh, last year I went to fish place and we made 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐭 together. Okay, let's see. I have like this, you know, daily reflection thing. Oh, I had brunch with like a friend, and then I had work, and then somehow I have birthday dinner probably with my family. And my family always complain that I don't spend my birthday with them, but last year I also spent birthday with them. But okay, so apparently, like, I was very sad like on April 5th, and I ranted to my friends on April 6th. I think like I'll be better. It was like something that, you know, like this was like I was bad at like setting boundaries, but I think I'm better at setting up boundaries. So I guess there's like a improvement. Okay, there's improvement. Okay. But yeah. I don't think I did my journal yesterday. It's okay. I'll do it later after stream. Time for a wish. Let thy life be rich with challenges. That will bring you adventures and allow to settle one day and secure a good family. Yes, that's good words. Thank you so much, Man of War. I guess that's my wish. Like, my wish is I want to make a career out of streaming. Okay, I want people to listen to me for my random thoughts and theories and like observations about humans. Haru! Welcome. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hello, Kerboy. Yahoo! Wow, you guys all came here. Hello, Airflow. 誕生日おめでとう。ありがとうございます。Thank you. But yeah, I guess that's my wish. I want to be a better streamer this year. I think like for the past few years, I mean, I always wanted to become a better streamer, but I think this year my way of becoming it is to just be more of myself, so that like instead of worrying too much about how people would think of me, I'll just be like my weird ass self and just own it, you know. And I think that will make me a better streamer. Thank you for the hat pat, Dano. I'll try that in real life as well. Yeah. Okay. What activities do you love to do with your family growing up? I guess I don't know, like my family don't do anything together a lot, so I guess maybe like travel together, but we don't even travel together a lot. But I used, like when I was younger, we used to travel, so I guess travel, but it's never the whole family. Like I think the last time my whole family traveled together was like 2017. Okay, questions about personal history and personality essence. I think this is very important questions to ask yourself as well, because I feel like people need to know more about themselves. Like people deserve to know more about themselves and sit well with themselves. I think a lot of people are not sitting well with themselves because they have this ideal of something that they're not. I'm saying it from experience. Well, I'm still like that too. I still have like this ideal that, oh, I want to be funnier, I want to be like you know, like more like silly, you know, like something like that. And I feel like, oh, that's the only way to enjoy life. But you know, being myself might be my way to enjoy life as well. And I think that's the same for everyone. I'll be okay financially after studying. I'm thinking of becoming a streamer as well, just to meet new people and pursue new languages. That's a good way. That's a good way to meet new people. I highly recommend. And yes, new language, always good. Always great to like speak another person's language because it gives you a different perspective. Okay, let's see what straightforward. Sometimes a straightforward question can get at people's perceptions of themselves and how they wish to be perceived by others they meet. Okay, so these are questions, again, like I emphasize, you know, these are questions that you should ask yourself first and then ask like future partner, you know, if you're meeting someone, it's good to answer these questions. Plus, the answers to these fundamental questions are unlikely to come up on their own through the course of superficial conversation. Consider these questions that probe someone's personality, personal history, and what they consider to be the most fundamental aspects of their being. Okay. What is the best compliment that you have ever received? What is the best compliment? Wait, we've answered these questions. Wait, we have answered these questions before, but it's okay. Cause I was like, wait, cause I remember right after, like I answered this question, someone complimented me, like, and it was a good compliment. But what was it? What was the good compliment that I got? Yumemi once said, okay, she said it this year. She's like, Taiga is good at anything she does. So I think that's a really good compliment. And I last year said, Taiga is cool because you work really hard to be happy. So I think that's a really good one. And someone says, I think it's really funny. Okay, I screen capped these messages, okay? I think it's really funny when you try to act cutesy on purpose because you're so much cuter just naturally. Sorry, let me take a drink of water. But yeah, these are compliments that I treasure. But yeah, I don't know, like I like acting cute because I think I want to be cute, you know? So it's fine. It's fine. If I'm a natural, you know, when I act too cute or like too dere, you know? What if something people would never guess just by looking at you? I think growing up, a lot of people think that like I'm very like compliant person. Like even my looks too. Like even back before I became a people pleaser, a lot of people thought I'm compliant because I'm a very like my behavior, I'm a very like ruly person, or like I'm a very composed, like I have good manners basically. So a lot of people think that I'm like a very like maybe spoiled, like compliant, you know, pretty sheltered person. I don't think people know that I'm actually very tough on my own. Thank you for the reading, Yaku. Meow. You're really so cute already. Cute and cool. Oh, Bihang. Yes, I will be cute and cool for Bihang. Okay, because you said that about me. I will be cute and cool. So that's something that people, I think people don't assume that about me. I think even in real life too, not just like on my online personality. So I really want to like capture that essence of like crazy or wild or like toughness sometimes, even though I've learned it the hard way that being tough does not do me any good, okay? What makes you laugh the most? I think what makes me laugh the most? I think like very dark humor. I like very controversial humor or like very hellish humor. What's your favorite thing about yourself? I wonder what I said last stream. What's my favorite thing about myself? I like that. I guess I like that. I like that. I'm good at makeup. I don't know. I wonder what I said. I like. I'm good at. I learn things fast. Maybe I don't know, but it's not a favorite thing. You know, it's just so happened. I make a first impression of very tough guy, but depends on the level of trust. I see. So you're less tough when you trust the person more, right? Is that or you suddenly get more tough for whatever reason when you trust them more? You're like, I trust you, bro, and then you just became like super tough. Yeah, I guess. Like maybe like I don't know. My favorite thing about myself is I don't know. I don't know. I don't have one. I don't have a favorite. What the teachers used to say about you on your report card? Okay, we talked about this. Basically, they said that like I'm a very confident person. And is it still true? I don't think it's that true anymore. But I'll get it back because have had it for a long time. Have you ever failed at something? What did you do after that? I failed. Okay, I failed at math all the time until I had Red Bull before exams. And I stopped failing. I always pass. It's Red Bull. I like half an hour before exam starts, I'll down a Red Bull. So that's my secret. It gives me wings. What word would friends of yours use to describe you? Do you agree or disagree? I think my friends would think that I'm very like well behaved or like very considerate. I agree. Like I'm a very considerate person. And they'll think that I'm very like very well mannered. I think like people sometimes feel a little bit like suffocated around me because I'm always so well behaved, so they thought I'm a very serious person. But it's just like I don't know, like it's just my muscles, you know, like I don't think about things like that when I do it, you know. So some people would think that I'm very uptight, which I'm a little bit, but it's a muscle thing, like muscle memory. I can't stop doing that, you know. Taiga is stylish. Yes, I'm stylish. I agree. I like clothes. I like matching clothes, and I like looking at social media and bookmarking cute outfits, or like the way I like to learn how to like match clothes together. And like I like to follow trends, like fashion trends, and know about them. Yeah. Well, can be unhinged. It's great. Curboy thinks I'm unhinged. Yes, I love it. Am I unhinged? Sometimes I feel like people say that I have like I say out of pocket things, but sometimes it's just because I don't have a filter. That's it. Like it's just because sometimes I'm so sleepy I lost my filter. Thank you, Airflow. Thank you, Air. Yes, I like dressing up. I like helping people dress up too. If you guys want me to dress you up, I like doing makeup on other people. I like doing hair stuff too. So I'm very girly girl. So I see why how people think that like, I'm very uptight and they're worried about me being like snobbish, like you can't like sit with me if you're like stinky. I don't know, like, but I'm like very like I don't know, like I don't really see myself like that, so I don't really compare like myself with other people if I think, oh, this person is like as uptight as me, like I don't think that, I'd say caring because she really is. Air! I'm so happy about that. Yes, I care a lot about people. Unhinged in a different way, more like savage. Yeah, like that's my roots coming up. Like my bluntness, my core, I'm a tiger, Well, I'm a human. I'm a human, guys. Wait. I still have my ears on, but Taiga really is supposed to be human by setting, okay? I guess so. Yeah, I think I'm very straightforward if I decide that like your feelings aren't gonna be easily hurt. I think like because I think like unfortunately I think like Kelvin is also a very tough person. So I sometimes turn off my filter a little bit too much. So I'm just like whatever. Like I just say it. Cause I think you can handle more. I think that's like very sad. It's a sad truth about people close to me. Hmm. Yes, I'm very caring. I don't know, like, well, it's very weird for me to say that, but I do care a lot of people. I think you're pretty calm when it comes to unhinged things. That is why I think you're so cool. Aw. Oh, yeah. I think that's just my humor. I think it's funnier if I act like it's not funny. That's my humor. Like Conan, Coco, not the detective kid. It's like Conan O'Brien, like he plays an asshole without like laughing about it, I think that's funny for me. That's okay, that's very mild for me. Exactly. Okay, I'm glad then. I'm glad that is okay. Okay, next question. But yeah, I thank you for the kind words. I do think, you know, I think I believe in you guys. Okay. What's your favorite way to express yourself? I think I like deep talks. I like yapping. I just like yapping. But I also like, on clothes, I mentioned I like clothes, I like hair, I like makeup. Okay. Okay, we'll get to the end of these questions and I'm gonna go sleep, okay? Everyone should go sleep too. Because like Sunday day 2 is gonna come soon, okay? But yeah, I would be lying if I say I express myself through art because I don't have a lot of feelings when I draw art. I draw art, I just do like cute things, just be like pretty, colors, manga, guys, that's it. But I guess I express myself more by yapping and like body language and like, just in person. Okay. What can always make you feel better after a bad day? Self-care, I guess, like, doing my makeup, looking cute. So when I have a really bad day, if I just dress up really hard, I'll just automatically feel better, I think. Like, it doesn't have to be like a normal, like, stylish outfit. It can be like a very, like, alt, outfit, like a Lolita dress, that will make me feel better. And like going to cute places, cute cafes for teas, Conan O'Brien is classic, yes! I also love, my favorite show from childhood is Everybody Hates Chris by, I think it's Chris Rock. So, I like that type of humor. Okay, do you consider yourself competitive? I'm very competitive. Like, there's no but. There's no like, you know, I'm 100%, I'm 150% competitive. How do you typically handle stress or difficult situations? So nowadays, when I'm healthier, I try to like communicate with people. I try to like let it out, you know? But before, I used to constipate it and wait for it to explode in my body, you know? So that's why I have a lot of problems with with my health. But it's fine. Like, I think I'm healing now, so I'll be fine. Um but yeah, I'm pretty like, sometimes I just go, so it depends if like the stress come from like an immediate thing that I really need to deal with, then I will deal with it first and then I stress after, because I think being stressed itself is very unproductive. So I have to like get it over with and then I'll handle the stress. So usually when I handle the stress, it won't be in a difficult situation. It will be out of the difficult situation. Okay, 2 more questions. Hi, almost there, almost there. We're gonna sleep soon, okay? What is a pivotal moment in your life that changed who you are today? Exorcism. If you guys don't know about it, I'll share it again, maybe on stream next time. But I had an exorcism in 2023, end of August. So ever since then, I consider myself reborn. Like, I'm a different person. Well, I'm not actually a different person, but basically it really changed my quality of life, I would say. And partly I feel like, you know, meeting TPP also changed my life, but it's like it goes both ways. Maybe it's because I got exercised, so I can meet TPP, or I'm able to open up more. But then meeting, like, after meeting TPP, like, it also make me open up more, you know, like. But yeah, that's like a very clean, factual moment that I feel like I'm much better now, you know. But I still have a long way to go because of all the accumulated like dirt inside my body that I have to like unleash, expel. TPP, let's go! Yes! Yes! Okay, what's the most meaningful gift you have ever received and why did it impact you? Okay, so I really highly respect. Too bad there's an ad. But yes, I really highly respect people who knows how to choose gifts and who put a lot of thoughts in gifts. I got this, so on the birthday party after my graduation, because my birthday is in April, so it's like basically it's usually still in exam season, so my university friends can't join me, but usually because I'm in language and history, so I don't have a lot of exams. Okay, so like my summer starts early, and I wonder how I start my summer. Like, it's like 4 months. What do I do like in those 4 months? I guess I do a lot of like idol stuff, I guess, performance stuff. But anyways, so they gave me a handbag that is black, and I don't like black. I don't wear anything black at all. But so this girl and her boyfriend, I think, like, well, they're engaged now, but so, and her partner, basically they gave me a black handbag, and they're like, you know, and then I was like, wow, it's actually cute, it's cute. And then they're like, it's because you graduated now and you need to go look for jobs. They're like way older than me, like a little bit more, like more than 5 years older than me. And she's like, well, we both think that you need like a handbag you can take to your interviews. So, you know, that's why, you know, we didn't want to give you a cute bag because you'll need this. And it's inspired for like gifts from the guy, so like her partner. So apparently her partner's father would give the sons like signing pens, like ink pens, because, you know, you know, like men don't hold handbags as much, so they will have like pens for signing. It will make them look like a professional. So he's like, well, for like, what do I do for girls, you know? Okay, I'll give you this handbag for interview, so you look professional. So I think that's the best, most meaningful gift I've ever received. And yeah, I will, if I have friends like graduating soon, I'll give them that, I think. Didn't you know my birthday was 3 days apart from mine? Cool. You didn't know? I knew all along. I knew. But I guess it makes sense because your birthday is in front of mine. So, yes. Okay. So, I guess there comes to the end. So, there are actually questions about work after. But, yeah, I think these are like very like interview questions and values. Values would be interesting to talk about. So I'll see you guys on Sunday, next Sunday, and then we can talk about yeah, and then we can talk about like values and stuff. Hi. Taiga's graduating. Yeah. Bye B. I'll like personally block you so you'll never see me stream ever again. I'm graduating from B. Hello B. How are you? Let me shout out. Wait, I forgot to shout out for my TPPs. My Wait, hold on. Let me go back. No. Okay, let me see. But yeah, I want to become a better streamer, guys. Please support me. Please show me the way, you know? Please be by my side. Okay, well, I want to shout out for people. Open your presents. Okay, should I open my presents right now? Nor I'll hire you. If you had a Momonga purse, I'll hire you for sure though. That's true. I do have a Momonga makeup bag. It's not a purse though. Does it count? Please hire me. No, I won't graduate. Not right now. Not right now. But yeah. And this. Okay. Should I open the presents right now? But I feel like I should do it like off stream. Why is Senseless Zone 0. I see. Yes, I probably yeah, I think okay, B. I think that's. But yes, thank you so much, TPP, for being by my journey. I don't know, like, I'm always worried that I don't show it enough. I really appreciate TPP. And let me shout out B first. And TPP really changed my life. And yes, and I'm graduating B. Okay, bye. You'll never see my stream again because I'll be blocking you. Okay, thank you so much again. So, oyasumi everyone. Let's see if anyone is like streaming late, like, you know, streaming into day 2 of Sunday. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's bring out a rate message. If like it's no one I know, then I'm just gonna like not raid, okay? Because I'm like a little bit like sleepy now, so you gotta jump feet. Otsukare, Neo-san, ohayo. Hi princess. Hi Oji-sama. Goodbye forever. Thank you. Good night. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me put in rate message just in case. Okay. Let's see. Anyone I know is streaming. Okay, I hope you met me is streaming. Okay, like it has to be someone that like I can just say hi to and dip. Okay. Wait, okay, let's see. Okay, that's I think it's fine. I don't have like everyone that's super like I can just dip like that. I don't have to do any small talk. So I'm just gonna leave. Sorry guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you guys. Bye bye. And I'll post my latest stream schedule tonight. I'll do it after stream. Thank you so much. Oyasumi 99. Bye bye. Oyasu Lili. Bye bye.